Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Road Nation. My man Hendo is back. He is back. Shout out to Faz. We had a great conversation yesterday. We talked about the Spurs game, the Spurs and Thunder game. How great of a performance that was. I figured he'd be in here today because his Knicks came back from 22 points down. That was a great comeback.
Wow.
Yep. 22 points down with like 7 minutes left, and they sent it to overtime and won in overtime. Huge collapse by the Cavs. But look, those are two evenly matched teams as well. I can see that series going 7. Well, after that collapse, I don't know. I don't know if the Cavs have the heart. You fall apart like that, and you it's tough to come back. But but who we got in here? It is Wednesday, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Hope your week has been going well, but if not, hopefully hopefully it gets better starting right now. Excuse me. It was a long day yesterday. It's going to be another long day today, but it's going to be a good long day today. All right. Who we got in here? Michael Akins. Good morning. Good morning. We got Carmelo Moody. Grand Rising. Showing love on both channels.
Let's go.
Salute. Michael Akins showing love on both channels. Salute. Ashley. Salute. Showing love on both channels. And shout out to everybody that joined us yesterday for the Flex Zones show. Me and B were on the Flex Zone. Shout out to those guys for having us on. Always a great conversation with those guys. Always a great conversation.
Check them out.
Fun. Yeah, definitely check them out. Tori, salute. Says, good day, my good brother. Salute. The media was just loving Lamar not being there at the first 2 OTAs. They just can't wait to get a chance to be negative. Shaking my head. Yeah. It's crazy, and thank you for showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. It's crazy because, I mean, Jesse addressed it. He's like, yeah, it wasn't just him. There's a couple of guys that didn't practice, and they're like, hey, look, everybody's talked to us. Like they let us know what's going on. And that's fine. They'll join us later on. It's fine. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna get the work in. Like it's the off season, like it's their time off. They have prior engagements. They have other things that they're planning on doing. It's not always about these voluntary workouts. Like he already did a bunch of the voluntary workouts earlier on. Missing the first 2 days of OTAs isn't going to change anything.
Yeah. Like you said, with them having prior engagements, it's not like when the offseason schedule comes out early in the year, it's like it's going to be May 18th, May 19th. It just says May something. So you may have something planned, and then the schedule comes out, and the next year maybe May 21st, May 22nd. So if you had things going on, and Lamar was here for the initial workouts, they say he's been at the facility every single day. So him missing these 2 days, because the voluntary OTAs is over. It was only 2 days long. Calais Campbell wasn't there. Kyle Hamilton was there in street clothes. It was some guys that wasn't there, and not to say that it's not vital, but they've been there every day, so they know what's going on. And once you've communicated to the coaching staff, like, hey, I got this going on, I won't be there, it's cool. But I guess throughout the league, we don't hear about any of the other star quarterbacks or star players that missed these 2 days. Nothing's going to be said about it, but it's always about Lamar.
See, now I'm curious who showed up to the other OTAs, because I'm not even sure if the Bills are doing OTAs right now. It's not every team, right?
Well, they are. They're staggered like dates for every team, but it's only 2 days.
Yeah. So I'm curious, who else showed up, because typically they'll like to throw that in the face, right? Like, oh well, Josh Allen showed up. How come Lamar didn't show up? Right. Justin Herbert showed up. How come Lamar didn't show up? But you didn't hear any of that. So it kind of leads me to believe maybe those other guys didn't show up either.
You don't know.
So I don't know. Rainmaker, salute. Good morning. Good morning. Appreciate the love on both channels. Thank you. TC, salute. And showing love through the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Shout out to that. Let
me go back to your comments. It says, good morning, Jose and Hendo. Have a blessed day. People are losing it over Lamar not showing up for OTAs. That's just, again, you have 2 sets of people. You have the haters, and you have the people that need Lamar content. Right. And that's just what it is. Like, they need the Lamar content. They know the best way to get you to click on it is to say something negative about Lamar, right? And if he was at OTAs, they'd be like, he didn't show up early enough.
Right.
Yeah, he was there early, but he wasn't there early enough.
Right.
He doesn't want it bad enough, right? Like it's always gonna be something.
Ooh, they saying Justin Herbert hasn't shown up all offseason, and he has a brand new offensive coordinator. So why isn't he there? He's the number 3 quarterback in the league. Oh gosh.
Ooh, say it ain't so. Not
Right.
number one, not Justin Herbert, who's above Lamar Jackson.
Right.
That's crazy. Just Alec, good morning. Salute.
Morning.
Says, good morning, everyone. Lamar made the media happy yesterday, didn't he? See?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Shelly Shell, salute. Showing love on
Morning.
both channels. Appreciate you. Dr.
Shout out.
Kush, showing love on both channels. Thank you. Thank you.
What's up? Appreciate that.
Appreciate you. We got Reese in the house. Good morning, Reese.
Morning.
Showing love on both channels. Appreciate you. Salute. Who else we got in here? Slim. What up, Slim?
Good morning.
Balti. He said call him Balti because we couldn't get his name right and we failed him. He said, look, just call me Balti. Dummy.
Right.
Let's see. Black 08SS. Morning. Corey, good morning.
Hold up. Oasis?
08? Is it Oasis?
Black Oasis?
Oh,
maybe.
Is it Black Oasis? We get things wrong. You'll have to correct us. But I like that. It might be Black Oasis.
And if it is, shout out to you.
Yes, that's creative. Tyree says, yo, what's popping? What's good? Morning, fellas. Good morning, fellas. Good morning to you, Ty. Thanks for coming through. An Unkind Ravens fan. Good morning. Yes, listen to the Unkind Ravens fan. Hit the like button.
Subscribe. And subscribe. Yeah. I'm like 52 away from 9,000.
Oh, let's go.
It's like I can see it. It's like that close.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Devin Janelle joining us from Japan. Konnichiwa. Salute to you. Thanks for showing up.
Appreciate it.
Michael Hawthorne, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah. Almost. Yep. Hey, listen, training camp is right around the corner. We are almost. We gotta make it to like what, June 18th, June 19th, something like that, or 12th. We're right there. Like it's getting real close.
We're there. We're right there. Slim and Unkind Ravens fan showing love on both channels. Appreciate that.
Y'all.
Got our boy Jay the Sixth in the house. What's going on, Jay?
What's up, Jay?
Yes. Who else we got in here? Let's do a speed run now. Corey Hunt showing love on both channels. Salute. Grails, good morning. Salute. Buckle Beasy, good morning. Says, I thought Harbaugh was the Cavs coach. Ooh.
The fourth quarter leads, bro. Because they did the last series too. Might be. You know what? Is their coach Doc Rivers Jr.?
Kenny Atkinson, he's actually a pretty good coach. He used to be the Nets coach.
Exactly.
But any team that has Harden on them is bound to do that because that was all Harden right there. He let them right back in the game. But you should have known Harden would do that. You got to make some adjustments.
Yeah.
Got to make some adjustments. But we'll see. But the Knicks needed to win that one. If they had gotten blown out by 20, that would not look good for the rest of the series.
Yeah, the series would have been over.
Yeah. Bucklebees this morning. I thought Harbaugh. Oh yeah, I read that one. Dance fan, good morning.
Good morning.
Harry Holland, good morning.
Good morning.
Neuropsych Sports, good morning.
What's
up? What else we got in here? Cam Dom, salute.
Good morning.
Salute. Imani showing love on both channels. Good morning. God's favorite, salute. Who else? Coach. What's up, Coach?
What's good?
Good morning to you. Let's see who else we got in here. Tanja's here. What's going on, Tanja?
Hey,
good morning. Ash Marie, good morning.
Good morning.
Said Herbert. Yeah, Herbert didn't show up. Yeah, you didn't hear that on ESPN though.
Facts.
Marcel Nelson, good morning.
Good morning. Appreciate it.
Mohammed, good morning.
What's up?
Agnes is in the house. What's going on, Agnes?
Hey, Agnes.
Good day, Jose, Hendo, and Flock Nation.
Indeed, it is.
Good to see you. Who else? Did we get everybody? Man, y'all really ain't Poetic King. Salute.
Good morning.
Who else? Stu Wop. I see you showing love on both channels. Appreciate you. See Iron Addict.
What's
good morning.
Up,
Marlonde, good morning.
Good morning.
Clock, good morning.
Good morning. What's up, Clock? In the house.
Yeah. Oh, June 12th is your birthday. Okay.
All right. That's what's up.
Nice. Whatchamacallit, good
Good
morning.
morning.
Joey, good morning.
What's going on, Joey?
And Stretch, good morning. I
What's
think
up?
we got
Appreciate it.
everybody.
I think so.
I think we
I think
got
so.
everybody. All right. So we teased it the other day. We never really got around to it because these conversations just they take a turn, whatever which way they want to
Right.
go. It's really up to you guys, and we're having fun. So we didn't get to Aaron Rodgers returning to the Steelers.
Yes.
Okay, are you nervous? Are you like, that's the missing piece. They could be a problem. He's reuniting with Mike McCarthy. Or are you saying bring your old ass on? Let's go. Let us retire you. Yeah,
I
how you
said
feel about it?
let's retire him. I'm not worried about him. I mean, last season, he had some strong games versus the Ravens. But if you look just throughout everything else, he wasn't the Aaron Rodgers of old. And it's only because he went up against Zach Orr that he looked like he could do something still in the NFL. He's entering his 22nd season. I'm not afraid of him. I'm not afraid to steal his offense. He can reunite with Mike McCarthy all he wants to. I mean, they did go out and get Michael Pittman. That is a boost for that wide receiver too, but I'm not worried about the Steelers. They may be improved, but I like what we've done as a coaching staff, as a roster development. We got this division. We should have won it last year. We didn't. Bring them on. Like they're recycling quarterbacks because ever since Ben Roethlisberger retired, they don't know what to do. Even with the great Mike Tomlin, they just haven't been able to hit on that quarterback position. And they fumbled it waiting so long on an Aaron Rodgers decision. They didn't go out and get one of these other guys. Yeah, they're fighting for second place with Cincinnati because Cincinnati improved their defense, so they can fight it out for second.
Yeah, I think we're gonna beat the brakes off of them.
Facts.
I think we're gonna beat the brakes off of them. We're absolutely gonna demolish them.
Mhm.
Um, they were just they. I mean, we were bad. They were just one game. What they were one kick better. All right, one
Right,
kick and three bad calls better than us.
right,
All
right.
right, that's not gonna be the case this year. And Mike McCarthy, I feel like he's there to help them bottom out a little bit.
Mhm.
I don't think they want to win. They're
Right.
not gonna come out there and say we're trying to tank, but I don't Mike McCarthy, he's not a bad coach, but I just don't think that organization wants them to win. I think there's a few quarterbacks coming out in the draft this year. They want them to they want to have some talent there for the quarterback that they draft, but I think they're looking at Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers as, you know, here
Right.
for a good time, but not a long time type
Facts.
of thing.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. All right. OTAs. Lamar, now leader, didn't make it to OTAs. Shame on him. What's going on, YT on YT?
What's up?
Cousin Davon, I see you.
Cause
Salute. Samuel Banks, good morning. I see
morning.
you. I see you. Um, you know, uh, outside of that,
Mhm.
there's a lot going on. And Cordell Woodland, uh, who you see him on Purple Rain podcast, you seen him on Coach's show, Tip to Tally.
Mhm.
He gave a report the last couple of days on what he's been seeing, and I have a video of him discussing what he saw from yesterday's OTA. So let's take a look at that real quick.
No value.
No volume.
Nope.
Okay, my bad. Let me share it again. Let me make sure I share it properly. My bad, y'all. My bad. Um, let's see. Share with sound. Oh, that's why. Okay, you should be able
Yeah.
to hear it this time.
Yeah.
Cordell Woodland
You hear that?
outside the castle
Yep.
here in Owensville as the Ravens have wrapped up their first OTA practice that was open to the media. OTAs got underway yesterday. No Lamar Jackson at practice today, although it does seem like the Ravens expect him to be back around the team fairly soon. There were a couple of key starters that weren't on the field practicing today. One was on the sideline watching, and Kyle
God,
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Jesse
Hmm.
Minter was asked about his status after practice today. Didn't really give anything, but did say that he expects Kyle Hamilton to get work in as OTAs go on. A couple of other notable names that weren't here at OTA practice: Bateman, Calais Campbell, Marlon Humphrey, just to name a few. But look, anybody that's been following me for a while, I don't really go crazy over guys who aren't here. There are guys that should
And it's
be here,
low.
but I think
That's
for
as
the
high
most
as it
part, a
goes.
lot of
That's
those
that's
guys
that's his video.
are around these days. In terms of what we saw on the field, it wasn't a whole lot. That, of course, they're not in
That's right,
pads
Ashley.
this time of year. We got to wait until maybe the second or third week of training camp before we start seeing these guys in pads. But we did get some team drills, full team drills. We did get some 7-on-7 as well.
Hey y'all, I know the volume's low. That's the video. I turned it up as loud as I could on my end. We'll break it down a little bit. It's a long video. We'll play a little bit of it and then we'll discuss.
I thought a couple of guys that looked sharp today. Tyler Huntley, who got a lot of first team reps with Lamar Jackson not being there. He threw a couple of nice balls today, mainly to Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers was very busy, as you would imagine. Like I said, no Rashad Bateman. So Zay Flowers got a bulk of the targets from in the first team group. There was a brief scare at.
So he's talking about Rashad Bateman not showing up, another non-leader. Okay. And and Zay Flowers, showing out, got the bulk of the work, which is good. Rashad Bateman, I said this yesterday, right? Like, he's in a real competition. He might want to show up to these things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't put too much stock in a lot of these off-season workouts, and I'm not saying that he can still show out, but I'm gonna ask y'all, how do you feel about Tez Walker? Because everybody thinks Tez Walker can have a breakout year. Okay, cool, that's possible. How you feel about the rookies? How you feel about Elijah Surratt? I think Elijah Surratt is a lot closer to being a plug and play type of wide receiver than people realize. Like, I think he can really contribute this year.
Yeah.
Jacoby Lane, how you feel about Jacoby Lane? I think he need a little time to develop, but if you like Jacoby Lane and you think he can contribute, well, that's 3 wide receivers right there that could take snaps away from him, and he could end up out of here. Right. He could end up just being traded. And even if he gets traded, like, you still want to show that you could be the man,
Right.
I joked around and I said he needs to be at OTAs, he needs to be at teams meetings, he needs to be on the Zoom calls, he needs to be he needs to be in everything that whatever is open, he needs to show up and be there to show them, like, hey man, I'm here, I'm locked in, I'm ready to go. And every opportunity he gets, he needs to take advantage of it. So, but that's what he's discussing. He wasn't there. and he says he's talking about the little scare that they had yesterday. He's going to be talking about Derrick Henry.
And with Bateman, Elijah Surratt, they saying he's showing out. And it's not even about whether it's 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. It's about being available. It's like showing this new coaching staff, hey, I'm here for everything. I'm trying to show y'all. I know I have a bad reputation for you coming into the building. There's already whispers about me. I'm here to show you that I'm 100% all in. And him just sitting on the sideline. Listen, I understand he's a new dad, but he has a job. And if he doesn't want to lose that job, you got to be present in the moment. If the coaches say, I'm having a family cookout on Saturday, coach, I'm there. What you need me to bring? Like, whatever. And he's still showing that same Bateman that, hey, I'm gonna just coast by and hopefully I'll keep my job. But you have some real competition. And there's still a couple of free agents that are still out there that the Ravens can acquire that can take your spot. I like Bateman, but get your head in the game.
Yeah. And I want to discredit the new dad thing because you and I have been there. It is a life adjustment.
Hey, Jose, we have a life adjustment. Yeah. He has a nanny adjustment. Like, he can look at his girl and be like, you want to go shopping or do you want me to stay home right now? Like,
hey, you know what? Not that contract he signed. You might have to wait. Hold off on that name. You charging how much?
Right.
Nah, I'll watch him.
Right. But listen, 200 and something yards in a 16-game season.
Hey,
you
bro,
might want to show up.
Listen. Like, well, we had Jacob. Jacob's my youngest kid, but we had Jacob, and we're looking to put him in daycare. April need to get back to work. Right. We want to put him in daycare. They're charging like $250 a week.
Right.
Okay, that's rent, and that was back then. I mean, I know how much it is now, and I was like, "Ain't no way, no how, not happening." I ended up getting a job working overnight just so I can get home before she went to work, and I watched Jacob during the day.
Right.
All right. That is an adjustment. That is an adjustment.
But he's just getting back to work though.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
He's been off since the baby's been born. So
Yeah. I was trying to shoot him a little bit.
I know you could.
All right, let's see what else Cordell has to say here.
One point with Derrick Henry looking like he banged knees with somebody inside the offensive line. And I don't even think it was an offensive lineman. It was probably a defensive lineman, but he kind of went into the crowd after the play action, bumped knees, went down to the ground. He laid, and this is Derrick Henry's words, he laid on the ground a little too long in his mind. He said he started to see the faces of some of the guys around him. But he ended up getting up, and Derrick Henry finished practice. He got back out there, got some extra reps in as well. So it looks like all good is there. And he spoke to us after the practice was over. Tyler Loop, of course, I don't know how people feel about Tyler Loop these days, considering how the season ended last year, but also considering the fact that that played a big part into a lot of the changes that the Ravens went through this offseason. But Tyler Loop.
All right. So, yeah, Tyler Loop, he making his kicks. Good job. I mean, I'm okay with Tyler Loop. Like he's got to make him in the games. I can give him a pass for last year. Yes, Tyler Loop is our hero, just Allo. All right, a kick for change. I'm good with it. Just lock in, do what you do in practice. I don't need to hear highlights about him making kicks in practice. I think he'll be all right. Derrick Henry, he's fine. He joked about that. He said, "Yeah, I laid on the ground a little too long after I collided with somebody on the sideline." Right. He's like, he's just like, you guys were sleeping a little bit. I had to wake y'all up or something. Right. But yeah, he was fine. He talked to the media afterwards. So it's all good over there.
Plus, it was 90-something. It was 90-something degrees outside. Like,
yeah,
bruh, it's crazy. It was 90-something the last 2 days. I think the day is supposed to be 67. Tomorrow's supposed to be like 59.
Today?
Something like that, bro. Like it's the weather's supposed to drop. Like it's crazy.
Oh, tomorrow. Today's 94. Tomorrow 66.
Yeah,
30-degree difference.
Yo, it's crazy in Maryland.
I can't, man.
That's why I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, I'm changing everything up. We'll talk about that at this video. We all have to make some life changes because this country is going to be unlivable here pretty soon. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit.
Longest been a 63-yarder, and he made that with room to spare. So a good day for Tyler Loop. I thought 11, Skylar Thompson, I thought he threw the ball pretty well today. And look, you got to take that with a grain of salt. This is that time of year where the ball really shouldn't hit the ground a whole lot. Like I said, they're not in pads. The defenders can barely touch these guys, so they should be catching the ball more times than not. But I thought Skylar Thompson was pretty accurate with his passes today. Except for one, and this is my highlight of the day, Robert Longerbeam. That's a name that you probably haven't heard in a while. Remember, he got hurt last year during training camp. He picked off Skylar Thompson today with what essentially would have been a pick six. Skylar Thompson was trying to get it to Mark Andrews, and Longerbeam jumped the route and was gone. So that was easily the highlight of the day today. I know a lot of people want to know more about the rookie Zion Young, and people want to know about Awande, and people want to know who's at center, especially. I've already gotten those questions. We got to talk to Jesse Minter after practice, and he already told us we're going to see different guys at the center spot throughout camp. Today, you did get, and I'm not breaking news, Jesse Minter said this at the presser. He was asked about it, but Danny Pinter, he got quite a few reps at center today, but they did shuffle, and it's just tough for me to really put stock into that at this point of the year.
So, I mean, that's the gist of it. And check out his work, man. He's dope. He's dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Robert Longerbeam, he was one of the cornerbacks that we talked about. Him and Bilal Kone. We said, look, like you don't need to go out and get a bunch of cornerbacks. We draft the cornerbacks. We got to see what we have in these guys. And they were having good camps last year before they got hurt. So you don't know. Like we sitting here talking about Corey Bullock could be the center, right? With his 2 snaps at center. We're saying, he could be it. We're saying Danny Pinter, he took snaps. Or they like this guy, Javon Gwynn, right? We're okay with guys starting at center with no experience, but we have some young cornerbacks that we drafted that you don't even want to say their names, right? you don't even want to acknowledge they're on the team. TJ Tampa, I heard, had a good day the day before as well. That's someone that I kind of have a high expectation for.
Right.
So we have young cornerbacks on the team. I don't think we need to go out there and try to trade for anybody else. I'm glad they didn't draft anybody. Well, they drafted somebody, but they didn't draft anybody high. So that's the other thing. We got that rookie in here. So cornerback, I think we're set. I think we're gonna be fine.
It should be.
Yeah. If you believe in Dwayne Ledford to fix the O-line and just take whatever and make them a wall, then you should have that same faith in our defensive coach and our defensive coordinator to really just mold this young team and really have them ball out.
Right.
I think is a good combination of Jesse Minter in the scheme and Anthony Weaver and just his motivating players to hit. I think that we're going to move fast, and I think we're going to hit hard. Which were you looking at?
I'm just looking at it all. They just world class is funny. Perfect one. Talking about going to my favorite place. Where's that? Sleep?
Gary says Bilal Coney is one of them ones. Like to see him and TJ Tampa really ball out. Yeah.
Yeah. But they need the opportunity. They need the opportunity though. But yet still, Ravens are going to define people defensively. We got young people on the defensive line, young people at the edge. They're still out there looking. But when it comes to center, it's like, give them a shot. If they don't work out, we'll think about this next season.
Yeah.
It's not too many Lamar Jackson next seasons. Ooh, the horseshoe. He working at the horseshoe. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
What's up? That's what's up.
All right, man. Get that work in.
Right.
Get that work in. Let's see. And he said, oh yeah. That's his favorite place. Yeah. What else we got in here? Stretch. I give you a shout out. Guess we're gonna have to imagine what he said.
He said he couldn't hear. He said he couldn't hear.
Yeah, the volume was low. Sorry about that. Anybody's listening on the earphones could probably hear it better. But we're telling you what he said. You don't have to imagine. We're telling you. We're telling you what he said. He was saying, but Longer Beam had a good day. Danny Pinter got some work at center. But he said about all of them got a little bit of work, and they're kind of rotating them, and they don't really have a answer at center yet, right? Which leads me to believe once June 1st comes around, we're going to, they're going to look for somebody. I already said I think Glasgow is a candidate. They mentioned possible trades, so maybe Cesar Ruiz, maybe Garrett Bradbury. So they're looking at some other options there. I don't think the answer's on the team yet, but it's good for these guys to get work because we're going to need backups. Yep. So it's good for them to get that work right now, and just in case. Thanks. And we got a super chat from Steelmatic. What's going on? Says A-Rod is back. Dirty Birds is done in Baltimore. You don't believe that. You don't believe that.
You don't believe it.
You say A-Rod is back. Okay. Even if you think he could beat the Ravens because you got two technical wins on us. I say technical because, the refs had to apologize for how bad they called the first game. And then the second game, what happened, man. That kick. All right, man. Even if you want to say you can get those wins on us, how the rest of that season go?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you saw how you guys went out last year. You looking forward to that? You know what I'm saying?
So let's go to the playoff game since Aaron is back versus Houston. 146 yards, 50% completion percentage. But he had 2 turnovers. Wasn't good.
They got crushed. You don't want to go back to that.
He don't want to see that. And our defense is going to be better. You don't want these problems.
Yeah. I want them problems. I want the problems with them. Come on back, old man.
Facts.
Let us retire you. He said 1,000% facts. Okay. All right.
We'll see.
Right. We'll see. We got you twice. I don't think you're going to get the results you're looking for. Let's see. He said it would already happen if that was the case. Yamil, y'all just need to accept it. I'm not sure. Or they have.
I guess they're talking about keeping Bateman.
Oh, look. I mean, listen. I got nothing personal against Rashad Bateman, but he's a first round pick. As a first round pick, you have high expectations, right? He has not lived up to that expectations. I think we could all agree to that. He hasn't lived up to the expectations. You can say whatever reason you want, whatever excuse you want. He hasn't lived up to it. This year, he has to hit the ground running. And it has to start like right now. Like this is a coaching staff that has not invested in him at all. And he's also taken a deal that makes it very easy for them to cut him or trade him or whatever. Like there's no real investment in him. So, and they drafted 2 wide receivers back to back. So, yeah, like the writing's on the wall. He can't come in there and just be like, I'm going to take my time to warm up and all that stuff. Like, like you need to show this year that, no, I just wasn't getting the opportunity. And this year, like you give me the ball, watch what I do with it. Like he needs to get going to training camp, preseason, wherever any chance he gets the ball goes his way, he needs to show that he is that guy for them to kind of change their mind. Otherwise, he is going to be up out of here.
Yeah, and we want him to do well. As long as he's the rate, we want him to ball out. Make that competition wide receiver harder on the other guys so they can up their games. Like it's not that we just like, oh, baby's trash, be gone. We want him to show that potential, that talent that he flashed several times throughout his first 5 years. He needs to be more consistent with his game. He needs to be in sync with Lamar. He needs to do whatever he needs to do to help this team win because it can't just be Zay. It's not going to work. We showed last season that ain't going to work. Even with Derrick Henry balling out, it can't. He needs help. And the more diverse this offense is, the better that we are in these games, the further we can go in the playoffs, and maybe finally we can get to that Super Bowl. Like it's well overdue.
Yeah. Still, Max said we're going to ball hog Zay Flowers. Go ahead. Because Derrick Henry gonna run right over y'all. Y'all can't stop anybody on the ground. What have you guys changed? What have you guys done to change that?
Pray TJ Watt stay healthy.
Right. TJ Watt got about another 16 games before he calls it a career. We are going to run right over y'all. We're not even going to pass in those games. All right.
What's up, Flex Zone?
Flex Zone, salute. We were just talking about you earlier. Thanks for having us on yesterday. Make sure you guys go check them out. Check out our video we did with them yesterday. Appreciate you having us on. Always a great conversation with you guys. All right. So salute to y'all, man.
Indeed.
So another little bit of news we have to discuss, because I see people throwing in the chat Diggs, we were asked yesterday on Flex Zone, what do we think about Stephon Diggs? We're like, yeah, bring him on. And listen, you hear the name Diggs, you're like, man, off-field issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
You hear the name Tyreek Hill, you're like, off-field issues.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's another wide receiver. He's not available yet, but he might be available here pretty soon. He keep playing with fire. Rashee Rice, off-field issues, and this is different. This is different from the other two because he was already suspended.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's already in trouble. You're like, okay, he learned his lesson, and we can move on. The Chiefs can move on. He just violated his probation for some weed, as Stephen A. Smith would say. All right, for some weed, and he's got to go back to jail for 30 days. All right.
Yep.
Is this going to prompt the Chiefs to go in and make another move? Right, because B made another point. It was reported that AJ Brown was going to trade to the Patriots. That's going to happen after June 1st.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't nothing final in this league until it's final.
Right?
Could the Chiefs call up Philly and be like, "Don't do that deal. We'll give you more."
Mm-hmm. Listen, there's one thing about Brett Veach. He will address issues. Whether he swings and misses, he'll try to address it. And if they don't believe that they can have Rashee Rice be accountable for his actions, and he just continues to get in trouble, like you're already suspended, you've already been in trouble, and now so the league's going to suspend you again. They're going to add on to it, so you're not going to be available to the team. So now you're hurting the team that needs help at the wide receiver position. So I'm sure they're on the phone right now, trying to make a deal, talking about, hey, I know you had this deal with them, but what you want? I give you what you want. So don't be surprised if AJ Brown is a cheat like that. I thought that was going to happen anyway.
You know, I would do that. Like anybody else would do that. And the league, none of these teams care about screwing over the Patriots. The Patriots are what, like, historically one of the dirtiest teams right out there. I think they had no qualms about saying, sorry, better deal came. Right. If you can match it, we'll honor it. But if not, we gotta go this way.
Hey, isn't 2026 the year to back out?
Hey, right. That's right. Tyrese, stay off the weed. We're gonna be talking about Stephen A. Smith on the Overtime Show tonight because you know he beefing with Jaylen Brown now. Thank you for the super chat, Tyrese. Thank you.
Yeah.
You see that drama with him and Jaylen Brown going back and forth?
No,
it's all over the place now. I don't even know how it started. I have to bring myself up to the speed on it. I think it has something to do with Jaylen Brown streaming. Like he'll stream on Twitch or whatever. And I think that's where it started because he was talking about how the refs cheated them in that Philly series and all that stuff. Okay. But Stephen A. Smith doing Stephen A. Smith things, taking it too far, telling him to stop streaming. And I'm pretty sure he got personal because that's what he does, right? And Jaylen Brown just went off on him, man. And he was just like, listen, like, we have to get rid of people like Stephen A. Smith in the media. Like, he's not a journalist, right? He calls himself a journalist. He's not an actual journalist. He's not good for the sport. He's like, what's his role in the sport? Like, really went in on him. So then Stephen A. Smith took it personal, and he went on a long rant. And he doing his mob boss thing, like, you don't want to make an enemy out of me. You don't want to do this. And then he got the ass clown Kendrick Perkins to back him up on First Take, talking about I got texts from your teammates saying that you're a clown and they don't rock with you and this and that, hey, look, hey, guess what, Hendo? Guess what?
What?
I got text messages from Kendrick Perkins' former teammates right here.
Right.
I'll show you off camera so they can't confirm it, but I got there right here, and they say Kendrick Perkins, clown. Right. Don't listen to him, liar. All right, a joke. They all proof.
It's right there. It's right there.
It's right there. It's right there. It's all right there. Right. But we're going to be talking about that on the Overtime Show. Patreon.com/LBHTShow is how you can be a part of that discussion. It's going to go into a deeper discussion about like just the media in general and how they are habitual line steppers, right? Because people like Stephen A. Smith think that they are the star. And Stephen A. Smith always had this inferior complex, right? Where he felt like he should have been as big as athletes because he never made it in basketball. He loved the sport. He's been around stars, and now he's making good money. He feels like he's on their level. Right. And time again, he gets slapped down by some of the biggest stars in the sport, and they remind him like, you're not that guy.
You're right. Facts. Hey, and what else we got to look forward to tonight?
Oh yeah. Do we still watch First Take? We don't watch First Take. All the stuff. I'm answering Balti's question.
Yeah.
No, I don't watch any of that stuff, but I see clips. But for the Overtime Show, we're gonna have to. I'll have to do my research. Tonight, we're doing a blind reveal of the NFL all-time draft. Okay, that is myself, Hendo, B, Ferris. Okay, we did an all-time draft. Imagine you could draft any player from any era at the height of their powers. Okay, to build your team from scratch. How would you build your team? Who would you draft? What would your team look like? You're going to find out our answers at the first half anyway. We're doing offense tonight. Okay. And then defense next week.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're not gonna know who drafted what until the end. We'll let you know who drafted. Like we'll let you know like for the offense at the end. Okay, this is team 1, this is team 2, whatever. And then next week we'll do the same thing. It won't be the same numbers, but we want to know, how you guys think we did with these drafts. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see. All right. So check that out. That's on the LBHT show, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you check that out. YT say he sent the Cash App. Oh, hold on. Let me bring that up. This is B's thing. My bad. We used to have this well, it's never automatic. You guys thought it was automatic, but it wasn't. Hold on one second. YT sent $10. Says for Bateman, didn't meet expectations yet, but LBHT did. Oh man,
Appreciate
thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. Hey, you know what? I appreciate that. And when you send a Cash App, I don't know if you know this, but you get one of these. Salute.
Indeed.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Somebody asked about Brandon Ayuk. He's still on the 49ers. They're kind of holding him hostage because he has no more guaranteed money left on his contract, and that stuff that he pulled last season, they just hold him to the end. So it'll be hard for him to find a new team. But he's still with the 49ers right now.
Yeah, not just that. Like, he looked like he had been working out. So that's what, like, I think they're just kind of waiting and then saying, okay, we'll just trade you wherever we want to trade you, get whatever we can. But you know, he was posting some pictures on IG, and they're like, oh, you know, everybody's like, we'll wait until he gets cut, and we still might not pick him up, right? So I don't know. Gary, yes, all-time draft, everyone selecting 22 positions each. We're only going over offense this week and then defense next week. But yes, all 22 positions were drafted.
And when it's all said and done, y'all tell us who had the best team.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they'll tell us.
We know one team that's not in the running.
That's gonna be that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Tyrese, thank you for the super chat. Says start with JB telling Stephen A to cite his sources.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, because that's a trick that they do in the media. They say, "Oh, sources," and you know, journalists never really reveal the sources, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they get around it. Well, I can't reveal my source, and it could be a complete fabrication. You can't confirm it. You know, it could be wrong, and they could say, "Oh, well, my sources got it wrong." You know,
right?
So that's how they get around it. And we could do the same thing here. We could say, hey, sources say, you know, Stephen A, gets clowned on all the time at work. Like he's not respected. We could say that, and they can't,
they can't refute it.
They can't refute it. Yeah, exactly. Tone the Virgo, thank you for the super chat. Says ESPN hasn't been the same since Stuart Scott passed.
Super facts.
Yeah.
That was my guy.
Yeah. Yes. YT gets it. He said, yeah, Cash App, you said y'all get the full amount, not super chats. That is true. Super chats, if y'all don't know super chats, YouTube, that's the real mafia right there. They take 30%.
Or so they say.
Yes. Yeah. Or yeah. 30% or best offer. So when you look, we appreciate all donations and we accept them and we really appreciate it. But just so you know, when you send $10, $3 going to YouTube, they ain't going, we get $7. You send $50, $35 going to us, $15 going to them. You want us to get the full amount, Cash App is the way to go. But like I said, either way, we appreciate it. Like this super chat right here, Ty. Appreciate you. Thank you. It says right, then zero accountability. Yep, zero accountability when they get it wrong. They don't even apologize anymore. Like they used to, when you used to get a story wrong, they used to apologize and say, hey, apologize for that. Source is wrong. We'll use that source again. They just move on to the next thing.
Don't they? They just send out a correction.
Yep.
Now it's just like, they know.
Yeah.
Right. And that's facts, Flex Zone.
Yeah, YouTube just likes us. No, they love us. We are the platform, right? YouTube does not create content.
Okay.
Right? They have content creators to fill the platform. They need us. That's why I don't agree with, all the stuff that they're doing. Like you'll have some
people
say,
I'm sorry. I said no, Ty. Don't feel bad.
Hey, I said this. No. Don't feel bad. Like it's whatever's convenient for y'all. Right?
Whatever.
Like again, we appreciate it. Don't take that
for real. Not at all.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to. You don't have to. Like, it's really, really appreciated. Now, if you want to stick it to YouTube and really help us out, we can find some way to get us over there to Rio de Janeiro. That'll really show YouTube.
Yeah. here's some things that can really that goes 100% to us. Well, not quite 100%. It's like 92%. Patreon.com/ROUG, Patreon.com/LBHTShow. Instead of doing those YouTube memberships, and again, we thank you for that too. Go over to our Patreon memberships and sign up over there. The newsletter, I was supposed to remind you guys about the newsletter, LBHTShow.com. If you haven't signed up already, we have a poll that we're going to read the results tonight. If you already have the newsletter, you have to open it up. Open it up. It's the part that says the mic is yours. That's the poll. You click on it, and it's going to ask you which was the bigger upset, the 28-3 comeback from the Patriots on the Falcons, or the Cavs coming back down 3-1 to the Golden State Warriors. Right. So yes, just Al as a Patreon member, a long-time Patreon member.
Yes.
Shout out to you. Appreciate you.
Showed up to the meetup and everything.
Yes.
Just Al will just be supporting. We appreciate it.
A lot of you guys do, man. We really appreciate it. That's why we're doing a morning show now, because of the support.
And you know, I let Lowe's know our relationship is coming to an end. So I'll have more time to put into my Patreon. It'll be more videos, more things, more giveaways. I need to start doing more giveaways for the patrons instead of just general people. So we're gonna ramp things up for the summer. Best believe.
Definitely. And this season is going to be fire.
Epic.
It's gonna be fire. DDSQ, good morning. What's good, man? Good to see you.
Yeah. Might even be coming out with a new Saturday stream. Maybe.
We'll see.
Because I might have to replace. I don't know if I'm actually doing the games anymore next season.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. But we'll see what the time constraints are.
Okay. Gary says y'all see John Harbaugh vid at his alma mater taking shots. I mean, listen, man. He's the girlfriend that got dumped, and you know, he thought they're gonna stay together forever, but now he just, you gotta get it out of the system. That's fine. Tracy is here. What is going on, Tracy? Good to see you. Tracy was I didn't get to give her a shout out. I saw her too late. She was on the Flex Zone chat. Thank you for coming through, Tracy. Good to see you. Any meetups this summer? We haven't discussed that, but we might do a small one.
Some. And God's favorite, no, we're not making YouTube full time. I have another full-time job, so nah, I'm not getting the numbers that I need. Like when they say when Flexon says YouTube doesn't like us, he wasn't talking about everybody in general. He's talking about specific people in specific positions. Because you look at some of the other Ravens content creators, and shout out to them. They're doing amazing things. They're pulling some real numbers to where they have been able to quit their jobs. Us, for some reason, we don't get shown to everybody out there. Like, it's people, we've been doing this 4, 5, 6 years, and it's people's like, oh, y'all do Ravens YouTube? I've never seen you be promoted by YouTube. So as of right now, no, this will not be full time. I ain't making money like that.
Yeah, I think in a couple more years we can get to that point. Even then, I wouldn't quit my full-time job just yet. Like, it would take a lot for me to quit that job. But and also the way me and B are building it in Hendo, like we're trying to build it a little less conventional way, right? Like, we want to make sure that YouTube doesn't hold our lives in their hands. So that's why we push y'all to go to our actual platforms. Our website is our platform. The memberships, that's more for our platform. That's not controlled by YouTube, because there have been incidents where YouTube demonetizes channels for no reason. Like it happened with Nitro. It's happened with Engraven. They did nothing wrong, and they demonetized them for a couple months. And that's real income that they're taking out of their pockets. And we're never going to be put in a position like that. If we got to build it a little bit slower to make sure that happens, then so be it. And actually we've been demonetized too. Me and B have been demonetized it was very insignificant at the time though. We're just like, man, okay, keep that. You know what I'm saying? That's not we don't make we made no money off of YouTube. When they said our channel's been demonetized, I'm like, what money?
Right. Hey, I got demonetized at the wrong time. I wasn't making any money on YouTube, and I was cool with it. And then I still remember Memorial Day weekend 3 years ago, Memorial Day weekend. I'm just like, let me just throw this little video out here real quick. I put the video out, and I'm like, let me look and see if I got like 20 views on it. Like 30 minutes later, and I looked, and it was like 350,000 views, and I'm like, yo, what the? And that video got up to 1.5 million, and YouTube was like, yo, bro, we ain't paying you for this. Demonetized.
I was like, oh. That's right. I remember that.
I thought that was my payday, but
I was so mad. I was like, keep it up anyway. F them. Yeah. Keep it up.
Hey, listen, that video got me 1,000 subscribers, so I can't be mad. And shout out to Kobe.
Shout out to Kobe, man, for the super chat. It says Lane looks like he worked on getting low at the top of his roster. Yes, I did notice that. To smoothly break on his cuts. I did notice that. He may not be as far away from playing as we thought. You might be right, Kobe.
He's not. And then you have to think about this. If Bateman can round in the form, he may be going up against CB3, CB4. So he doesn't have to be fully refined at this point in time.
Yeah.
He can practice to get better, but he's going up against some guys that maybe shouldn't be in the NFL, and he's going to eat. And most of them guys are going to be 5'11". So, yeah, he's going to get his.
Yeah. And Kobe sent another super chat. Appreciate you, man.
Shout out,
says,
bro.
better keep your job in this economy. Crash is coming. Oh, we know.
Mm-hmm.
We know. And that's what I was going to say earlier. Like, look, everybody going to have to make some adjustments in this economy. Obviously, the gas is going up.
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking to April about getting a EV, electric vehicle, because gas was already high enough to where we're spending a lot of money monthly on gas, on gas.
Right.
But now it's getting to the point now where it's like that's a car payment. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a luxury car payment.
Mm-hmm.
And I rather get something. I rather pay on a car that I don't have to worry about gas. I can charge it up, even if I use a supercharger, pay $8-10 or whatever, and not have to worry about the gas at all. Don't have to worry about oil changes, because that's the other thing too. There's a shortage on oil. Right. So you can't even get the oil changes like you used to. That's gonna go up. Transmissions and all that stuff. Like you don't have to worry about those things. So I'm looking towards that, and just even like practical stuff, practical home use. You're like, man, we're talking about making our own soap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're talking about just anything that you can make yourself to save some money. You might have to start looking at that, because times are going to get hard before they're going to get a lot harder before they get better under this regime.
Facts, it's crazy, because me and Sheree, we both have SUVs, and the other day, we going on a trip, and I'm filling up her tank. I put $50 in the tank. It barely got halfway.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's time to make some changes, some sacrifices. All the eating out, honey grow, and all that other stuff, we're gonna have to let it go and start just making our own stuff and making it last.
Facts. Yeah. See, hear these thoughts, and thanks for coming through, man.
Appreciate it.
He said, "Yeah, bread maker at home. Might have to start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to raise some chickens in the back, man. Make my own eggs.
Yeah. That's why I'm getting out of this expensive ass state soon.
But again, the cheaper states,
still ain't cheap. They catching up.
Yeah, they're catching up. Kobe, thank you for the super chat. Says 70s style gas rationing is coming because reserves is low. Yeah. So if you can afford it, man, look into them electric vehicles. Yeah. That's honestly, that's where we should be anyway. Mm-hmm. We shouldn't be the majority. We shouldn't be on fuel, running vehicles anymore. China, they're mainly on electric vehicles now, right? Much better for the environment, much more efficient.
Facts.
And they don't have the same need for petrol oil that we have. Like we're doing everything ass backwards in this country. Like reusable energy should have been rolled out a lot more than it is now over here, but it is in other countries.
Right.
know?
Todd said he got married to somebody from Liberian girl.
There you go.
Good food. That's right. Right. Just find anything in the fridge and throw it together and be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Love. Yeah.
Yep. There you go. Yep. Ashley says the right kind of love isn't expensive. There you go.
Facts.
Yeah. Perfect One says you can move to West Virginia. There you go. That's where B's at. He's in West Virginia.
Yeah. No, I mean, it depends on where it is because B's food selections is not the best.
Yeah, like they got spots out there. Charlestown, because like that's right there on the border. That ain't far from me. That's I make that trip out there often.
Oh no, I just make fun of him. Like every day we're at work and I'm talking to him on the phone and he'd just be like, "Oh man, I'm thinking about lunch." And I'm like, "Well, let me call this ramen spot real quick and have them deliver." And he'd just be like, "I hate you."
They got that vegan spot that he's talking about, that vegan restaurant.
I might have to go up there to visit that one.
Yeah. So but West Virginia is cheaper, but again, like cheaper for now. There's gonna be no place to hide. Like gas is still expensive out there.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, we're gonna wrap this up. We gotta we've been going for almost an hour. I gotta get to work. Look, tonight, LBHT show, all-time draft. Yes, all-time draft. Any player in history of the NFL at the peak, who would you draft if you're building your team from scratch? And yes, we did all 22 picks. We're revealing half this week, half next week. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's offense this week, right? You can pick any quarterback from any era at their peak. You can pick any lineman. We did all the linemen, at their peak. Defense, all that stuff. So that's going to be revealed. This is going to be fun. I think you guys are going to enjoy this.
It is.
All right.
It is.
So yeah. Charlestown isn't far from Baltimore. Yeah, I know. Yep. Shout out to Charlestown. I mean, it's like an hour and a half.
That ain't bad.
No, it ain't bad. It ain't bad. How early did Brady go? No spoilers on this, my friend. No spoilers on this. Am I wrong to pick LJ 8 first overall? No spoilers. I'm not giving anything away. We're just going to go over the results, and there's also going to be a video. It's going to be because we recorded the whole thing, but there's going to be a condensed video that goes out. I'll probably put that out next week after we reveal the defense. But there's a condensed video where you get to see our whole thought process on it, because it took us over an hour to do this, but we're gonna cut it down to like 15 minutes.
That's because we be cutting up. That's because we be cutting up. We can't do nothing right.
No, we
can't never get down to business. Do business. But it was fun.
With number one.
But y'all gonna enjoy. I think y'all are gonna enjoy it and see. And then at the end, you're gonna realize, oh, this is what happened. And you're gonna realize some of your favorites in an all-time draft, they wouldn't make it.
Facts. All right, y'all. That's the show. Appreciate y'all. Come check us out tonight for some more content, and we will see you later. Let me read this from YT. Another idea that might be dope is to have a fantasy football draft at the stadium this year, and those who join the league can be an exclusive meet and greet. Well, we already did our fantasy draft, but I mean,
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. B keep reminding me too. I have 2 more spots for the fantasy football league. For the patrons, I have 2 spots. So if you're a patron and you want to join, let's go. And Jay, I keep saying I need your address. Jay, I need your address.
There you go. Get it to him, Jay. Get it to him. All right, we out of here for real. We'll see you later.
Appreciate it.
Peace.